Do you feel like you have the most skill in the world, but you struggle to stay on the court and be successful on your teams? Well, here's 5 things that you can do to develop an elite basketball mindset. Number 1 is accountability. You need to start taking full responsibility for your mistakes. This means no excuses, no blaming others. Too often we get players that transfer schools or say they're on the bench, and their immediate reaction is to blame their coaches, blame their teammates, and blame their parents. You need to start pointing thumbs, not fingers. That's one of my favorite quotes in the world. And if you start taking accountability and realize that everything is your fault, no matter whose fault you think it is, you blame yourself, that's when everything starts to get better because you can control what you can control. So start taking accountability. Hold yourself to higher standards in practice, games, and off the court. Maybe you're not giving 100% effort in practice. Maybe you're coming out the game and giving a bad attitude. Maybe that's why the coach is benching you. Accept constructive criticism and use it to improve. So coach brings you over, he tries to tell you something, maybe you roll your eyes or you don't give him eye contact. That's your fault. That's accountability. Your coach, 99 out of 100 times, is trying to help you get better. It's not his fault. It's not her fault. And then keep track of your progress. Set goals and measure your performance. Like, don't just show up to practice every day blindly or just shoot shots every day blindly. You can control how you track your shots and see how many shots you're making and if you're actually improving, right? And then make sure you surround yourself with people who push you to be better. So maybe there's a couple of teammates on your team that can help hold you accountable and help lead your teammates to success, right? So make sure you point those thumbs and realize that everything is your fault, and that's when you're actually gonna get better and take the next step. Number 2, this kind of adds on to that accountability, is mental toughness. You need to learn to stay focused and composed even when things aren't going your way. So the easiest example is when you miss a shot, moving right on to the next play and not letting it affect you. If you throw the ball to your teammate and they drop it and the ball goes out of bounds, that's mental toughness. Go tap him on the back, lift his chin up, his or her chin up, and say, next play, right? So it's a next play mentality. You need to forget mistakes and move forward. Coach Billy Donovan of the Chicago Bulls talks about this all the time. Like, it's the players who can miss shots and move on to the next one. Coaches don't care really about missed shots, especially if they're good ones. They care how you respond to those missed shots, right? And then another way to develop this mental toughness is training in uncomfortable situations. So you need to train when you're tired. You need to train with physical defense and high pressure drills so that once you get in the game, these situations don't shock you and you're ready for any of these moments to be mentally tough. Late in the game, maybe it's a tie game, crazy crowd chanting your name. You need to be able to block out all the noise and handle all this pressure. So overall, control what you can, your effort, your attitude, and your preparation, and this is gonna lead you to be a more mentally tough player. Number 3 is leadership. You need to lead by example. So work harder than everyone else. They're gonna follow you. A lot of people think, and myself included when I used to play, that leadership can be a more yelling and demanding role. But in reality, number 1, everybody reacts to leaders in a different way. So maybe one of your teammates you can yell at and kind of get on, but then another teammate you can't talk to during practice. You need to pull them aside, maybe go get lunch or dinner, and have a more calm conversation with them. So developing yourself as a leader is gonna not only elevate you, but elevate your team in so many ways and just help you in life. So another way you can do it, be vocal, be encouraging, and you can also hold them accountable. But it starts by leading with example. So be the first and last player in the gym. Make sure that you're echoing the coach's message to the team. Even if you maybe disagree with the coach, try not to talk against the coach to the team, because then that's going to start a whole nother issue, right? So if coach wants you guys to play a more packed in man-to-man and you want to be a more pressure defense, try to buy into that coach's system, because if you're a leader, you're the extension of the coach, and that's going to ultimately lead to more wins and a more cohesive unit, right? So another thing about leadership, you need to be coachable, right? Leaders actually listen, they learn, and they're able to adapt. And this is one thing I'm trying to work on too, is just active listening. Like I said, a lot of times leaders think they need to be the most vocal, but leaders actually are the best listeners, so that they can react and help respond to different situations, right? Number 4, work ethic. Adding on to everything we've talked about, you need to outwork everybody. You need to be the first in the gym and the last to leave. And the cool thing about all these things that I'm giving you guys is that it actually has nothing to do with your skill. These are all things that whether you're 5'3" or you're 6'10", or you're quick or you're slow, you can control all of these. So outwork everybody. One of my favorite quotes is, hard work doesn't guarantee success, but it guarantees that you can live with the results. So if you outwork everyone, at least you know that you've given it all you got, regardless of the results. And you can't just show up to the gym for 5 hours and think that that's working out. You need to train with intensity with live game reps and with defense. And another thing you got to do is be willing to get out of your comfort zone. This is what happens when you get out your comfort zone, you're going to learn to challenge yourself, and that's where growth actually happens. So be willing to do that, and I promise you guys, if you develop this work ethic, it's not only going to help you in basketball, but help you in life in so many ways you can't even imagine right now. And before we get into number 5, I want you guys to make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more. We're making that push for 10,000 subscribers. And if you guys notice, we're in this new content room. We got a podcast coming out soon. We're really trying to level up our content for you guys so that we can keep bringing it and keep elevating and helping you guys. So the 5th one is consistency. This kind of ties into all the other ones, right? You need to be consistently accountable. You need to be a consistently mentally tough player. You need to be consistently a leader, and you need to have obviously good work ethic ties into consistency. So start to build daily habits. Maybe Monday through Friday, you set a number of shots that you want to make. So you say, instead of shooting 1,000 shots, I'm going to make 100 threes Monday through Friday. I'm going to do 5-minute dribbling routine Monday through Friday. I'm going to train regularly so that over time you're stacking consistent days and not just working out one day for 5 hours and then not working out again, right? And I'm still struggling about this with content and running a business. Some days I'm, super intense and I'm motivated, and then other days I'm like, I don't want to do anything. So I think little small daily increments of doing things is way better than intense couple days, right? And that'll trump it every day of the week. And then staying locked in throughout the season. This is one of the biggest. The season is a grind. I mean, even if you're in high school, it's almost a guaranteed 4-month season. And it's easy to get caught up in the mundanity of the season where it's like, here we go again. We got to get up for practice. Maybe in the beginning of the season, you're showing up 30 minutes early. Towards the middle, you're showing up 5 minutes early, right? So try to stay as consistent as you can with showing up with that positive mindset, always being grateful for just having the opportunity to play. You never know when it's going to be your last. You never know when you're going to get injured, God forbid, and you can't play anymore. So showing up consistently every day with that growth positive mindset will go a really long way. And yeah, just keep grinding. Even when maybe your team's not winning or you don't see immediate results, it takes time. So having that consistency and that growth mindset is going to take you guys a long way. So this video hopefully will help you guys level up your mindset and approach to the game. Let me know what you guys think and if it helped you. And I think these 5 things actually might be more important than any skill you can develop, because not only is it going to help you in basketball, but it's going to help you in life in so many ways. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Drop a comment below with anything I missed or your favorite thing that I hopefully helped you guys with. So as always, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram @DCoopBall and stay tuned for a lot more.